Welcome back. Now we are going to attempt the part B of our illustration question, and as usual, our question is Octa Electronics, which states that Octa Electronics produces and markets a single product. Presently, the product is manufactured in a plant that relies heavily on direct labor force. Last year, the company sold 5,000 units with the following results. We have been given the results here. Let me magnify here to make us see it better. These are the information which have been given. Sales to the 2,500,000. Less variable expenses 13,500,000. Contribution margin, fixed expenses, and net income. All have been given here. In particular, we were asked to compute the break-even point and in rupee and the margin of safety, which have been done in the previous video. So go back to the previous video, or we will show our videos here. You will see here. But in this video, we are going to attempt part B, which states that what would be the contribution margin ratio and the break-even point in the number of units if variable cost increases by rent 600 per unit. Also compute the selling price per unit if the company wishes to maintain the contribution margin ratio achieved during the previous year. Okay, let's see. Reduce magnification here. In our first question, we calculate the break-even point in rupee. This is our solution, and the margin of safety. This is our solution. In part B, we've been asked to calculate CS ratio, which in other words we call the contribution margin ratio. Contribution margin ratio. So when you see CS ratio or contribution margin ratio, it means the same thing. Also, we have been asked to calculate break-even point in units. As usual, before considering numbers, let's go direct to the formula. CS ratio or contribution margin ratio is calculated by taking contribution or contribution per unit dividing by sales or price per unit. So it may be total sales, total contribution of total sales, or contribution per unit of price per unit. In our question, because we have been given the effect of change in variable cost per unit, in our calculation we use contribution per unit and the price per unit. Contribution per unit in our question have not been given, but price per unit can be calculated. Price per unit can be calculated by taking total sales over number of units sold, which in the question is equal to 22,500,000 divided by 5,000. People will ask you, where are you finding these numbers? If you look in our question here, to get these numbers in this table here, the Octa Electronics sold 5,000 units. So to get price per unit, you have to take 22,500,000 divided by 5,000, and to get variable expenses per unit before the increase in 600 per unit, you will take 13,500 per unit divided by 5,000, and to get contribution per unit we take 9,000 divided by 5,000 per unit. So let's go and calculate. So price per unit, you take 22,000, which is total sales, divided by 5,000, which are units sold, and you will get 4,500. After that, you will have to calculate variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit. Before the change in variable cost unit as shown in part B, variable cost per unit was 13 million 500,000, 13,500,000 divided by 5,000, which you will get 2,700. This was the previous variable cost per unit, but question says that variable cost per unit changed by increase of 600. So the new variable cost per unit will be 2,700 plus 600, which will give us 3,300. So new contribution per unit will be 4,500 minus 3,300, which will be equal to 1,200. So this is our new contribution. So contribution margin ratio, considering the increase of variable cost per unit by 600, will be equal to 1,200 over 4,500, which will give us, let's put it in the calculator, 1,200 divided by 4,500 gives us 0.267. Okay, and we have been also asked to calculate break-even point in units. Break-even point in units is equal to fixed cost over contribution per unit, which will give us fixed cost in our question is fixed expenses 6,300,000. This will be divided by contribution per unit, which is 1,200. Contribution have been calculated here. It is here. This will give us let's see, divided by 1,200 will give us 5,250 units. These are units required to break even point. Okay, another requirement in part B is that we are required to calculate, let me magnify, we are required to calculate, we are required to calculate, also compute the selling price per unit if the company wishes to maintain the contribution margin ratio achieved during the previous year. During the previous year. During the previous year means we calculated the CS ratio calculated in part A. Okay. During the previous year, the CS ratio was 0.4. During the previous year, the CS ratio was 0.4. Sorry, previous year CS ratio or contribution margin ratio is equal to 0.4 or 40%. So if the company wish to maintain previous year CS ratio, it means that the current price must be equal to over, okay, which must be equal to will be equal to how much? 3,000. If we wish to maintain the previous CS ratio, the company must charge 3,000 rupees in order to maintain the previous year CS ratio of 40%, because CS ratio of 3,000 rupees. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to ask question and don't forget to subscribe in order to be first to get our new videos. I will be making an effort to make a new video every day. Thank you for watching. Until next time.